Howdy everyone, this is Tricia and welcome to my channel. This is my little weekend vlog, and today I'm actually going to get started on fixing, cleaning up, and hopefully organizing my craft room. I don't know if this is going to take me all day, if I'm going to be able to finish it all by tonight and then maybe do this video by tonight or maybe tomorrow, or I might end up cutting this video into two parts. So you might see part one this weekend and part two next weekend. But I really do want to get this done. The main thing here is to deconstruct this huge craft table that my husband and I put together, which I absolutely adore, but it's just not working anymore for me, so I'm gonna have to deconstruct it. And the reason also why I feel like I might not get everything done is because I do have a display where I organize all my ribbons, and I feel like that's going to be a little bit of a tedious job. And that's just, it's not like I don't know what to do with it. I just feel like it's going to take me a while. I'm going to have to take it out of this room, maybe put it on the floor in the living room and work on it over there on another time. So I really want to have all of that done before I show and say, oh, okay, my room's complete. So that's why I say this might be a two-parter. So let me go ahead and get started. I need to move things out of this big table so my husband can help me take it apart. And then I can put things, shelves where I want, which means I have to move some stuff out of some shelves in order to move them. That's why it's going to take me a while. And then to put everything back. I pretty much know where I want things, but then I have a number of items that I have no idea where they're going to go, how am I going to store that, or if I should just let them go. So that's why I feel like I'm not going to finish it in one day. Okay, everyone, so let me get to working. Alright everyone, this is my craft room. I'm at the entrance here, and this is just walking into it. And I like my craft room. I like the way that I had set it up. It's a little messy right now. I didn't clean it because I'm going to have to take some stuff out. So I'm not going to give myself double work here. So I'm going to end up taking some stuff out and then replacing it back in here once I start organizing. Okay, so the reason that I'm redoing my craft room is not because I don't like it. Like I said, I like it. It's because of this very, very nice table. This nice crafting table has casters on the bottom. It rolls around. My husband and I put it together. I have a video, and I'll go ahead and link the video down below so that you can see how we put this table together. This table is made of these two shelving units, some plywood on top, some 2x4s, and the casters, like I said. I've already measured some space. See this space right here on the wall between the shelf, and then on this other side, this other space. And then in the middle, I've got tons of space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that over and this guy over. And because this table, which I love, my husband loves, we both love it, is a little too big. We're actually going to take it apart, you guys. And then we're going to take the two shelvings, and they're going to go aligned right here under this window. It's, like I said, this is going to move over. That's going to move over, and I've already measured, and they'll fit right in the middle once I do all that moving. So then I can have all white shelving like that. So you can get that? All nice. So this little cart that I have there, and these drawer things are going to come out of there. Now under the table, I also have a drawer thing here, a plastic drawer. There's one on the other side. Those will get moved into my closet. Okay, so since we're taking this table apart, the casters that are on the bottom are going to get added to this table. We're going to have to do some little trimming, so once we add the casters, it doesn't add height to it. So we're going to trim a little bit. There's also some 2x4s under this table running across. We're probably going to adjust them to fit on this table and then probably put a little shelf there. We're not sure of that yet. But this little table is perfect for me to have here instead of this big table. And I don't know if I already answered the question, but this table, because of my recording, is turning out to be a little too big for my space where I need to move around, grab things, pull things out. It's just becoming too big. It's too much space on there. and I end up cluttering it with things, and sometimes I'm moving things around. So this table, I've already measured it, and it's actually like about, I'm just gonna say about because I don't remember exactly how many inches it was. I've done a measuring like weeks ago, but it's about this much shorter, you know, right here. And then here it's about, I don't know if it was 10 or 11 inches, but it's also, you know, shorter this way. So I'm only going to lose about that much and about that much right here. So about maybe 10 or 11 inches and maybe 6 inches or 8 inches here. I'm not really sure. And that's not too bad because that gives me, you know, like all this table space to work in. So I'm going to use this one instead for my videos. And the tabletop, this part here, I've already mentioned what we're going to do with the bottom, that other bottom, the 2x4s and the casters. There's a piece of plywood down here that we might use it to create some shelvings in here. We're not sure yet. This tabletop here, we're going to save it. That's going to go in storage room. And I'm actually going to pull this out whenever I'm working on Homecoming Mums. It'll get laid on top of this. So it'll give me that much more little space this way and that much more space. And then I can lay out all the ribbons and things that I'm working on to create mums. But that's the only time I'm going to use it. And then it'll go back into storage. But in the meantime, I don't need that. Here's my tripod, as you can see. So I'm standing back here doing my videos. I pull this table a little bit more this way because I want to center it with the sign behind me when I put the camera on myself. And, you know, it leaves me a little room here. So when I'm coming around here and I'm trying to get quick, I hit myself in this little corner. Constant banging myself. If it's not that, hold on, my phone is ringing. All right, so anyhow, I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, this, because it has casters, I push it that way and I push it this way sometimes. Sometimes I push it way over here and there's very little space. So then I'm pushing it back to get around to this. So I feel like if I had, you know, this, you know, much space here between, or even on the other side, I could come around and it would be so much easier for me to kind of go around it. Not to mention the fact that, you know, sometimes my sister-in-law comes in here or somebody else comes in here and, you know, it feels really crowded because then, you know, we pull the little stool, she sits down, this tripod gets folded up and gets put against the wall. So anyway, this little shelf right there, I'm probably going to move it to this little corner. I'm not going to have the TV anymore because we don't have cable anymore. We don't use any type of anything anymore. We watch Hulu or we have, you know, HBO Now and things like that that are online. So we can put that on our other TV. And that's not a smart TV, so I can't get that on there. And even if it could, I can't figure it out. So I don't need that TV anymore. And I don't need to have that little bird cage on it. So this little table, I want it to be clear on the time, all the time, and be here in the corner. And I'm actually going to remove these items from the wall because I want to be able to, when I'm finished doing a craft, I want to put it on top of this little white table, you know, place it here or hang it here for picture purposes. Okay. Oh, you see that hanging down? That's not gonna be there. I'm gonna put an extension cord and fix that cord so that's nicely right up against the edge of the window and then plug in at the bottom. Right now that's what I have because I hadn't bought the cord yet. We put our new craft light here. We've got our other craft light, so that's gonna, like I said, that's gonna get moved. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with these little things that I have here in the corner and that one over here. If we don't do the shelving here, one can probably be on this side and then the other one can be on the other side. So like I have these drawers here. Let me go around. And this one here. That's probably what's going to happen with those other items. Not that white one. I think I'm going to get rid of that one. It's high time I do. I need to store the things that are in there, really, and just find other ways to store that. Oh, speaking of which, I've got here these boxes that I purchased, and I'll probably go through a little bit more detail on that later, and I've got some little storage baskets that I'm going to use. I would have liked to have bought boxes with little white lids, but you know what? I'm not going to go spend any more money. I have spent enough money on storing things in this room. Look at that. I wanted everything to be all white, but then sometimes I get tired and I want a little color, you guys. So the next thing I'm going to show you is when this room is completely cleared out, and hopefully we've taken this apart and put these 2 shelves right over there. I might have some of this a little bit empty. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn around, close my door. Back here, here's the entrance to my room where I was standing when I walked in. I have this thing here. My youngest son, my son Nathan, built this for me. It's just like a frame of wood, and then it's got some dowels going through. So he drilled holes, see, all along the sides, all the way down on both sides, so that I could feed dowels through and put my ribbon and then have the little stick coming out the other side. So anytime I need to refill or whatever, all I gotta do is push it out, pull off the ribbons, and then whatever I need to do. Now I need to do this ASAP because it was color coordinated a little bit, but I have a lot of empty rolls, a lot of empty spools right here. There, a few here, some there, and like that one, and it takes up a lot of space. Look at that. Those are empty, that's empty. There's empty, you know, big empty ones like that right there. A ton. Anyway, I don't need to show you the details of all of that, but I need to redo that. And in here I have more ribbons that I have purchased, so I would like to be able to put that in there so that then these little cubbies will be empty. And what I actually want to move into them is the projects, like all my little supplies that I have purchased, like from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby. Like, this is this project, put that in there, label it, and so forth and so forth. That's what I want to do, which is what I had been doing over there on that wall. I mean, on that shelf, and then on this shelf is where I put my little projects that I'm working on. That was all the baby shower stuff that I was working on. That needs to be put away. So, you know, I need to take care of that. So I haven't been doing any of that. And that's what I'm going to work on. So basically, that's what's going to change in my room. I hope you understood it. But you'll understand it once it's all done. And then I can show you what it looks like. Maybe I'll show a little bit of the progress. Okay, so I should be back once this table is off, and hopefully those shelves are on that wall over there. Alrighty, so I have put these 2 shelvings between the 2 taller ones, as I said. I did have some space on the sides. I don't know what I'm going to tuck over there, but I have a mirror that's always been there. I need to put that on the wall, actually. Over here, I have room to put all my foam boards. The only thing that I don't have room for is my wrapping paper, unless I put it on this corner, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But this is what it looks like so far. Now I'm going to reorganize some of these boxes, or maybe I'll leave them there. I don't know about the rest of this, but I got tons of boxes with things that are nicely organized that need to go somewhere already there. They need to go back, and some that need to go here. So I'm going to figure that out, and I think I'll be back when I've got everything done. Alright everyone, I've actually cleaned out a lot of stuff out of here and moved things where I said I was going to move them. This is a table that was way over in the corner that I said I'm going to use now for my crafts and videotaping, and the top of the other table that was on here, whenever I need a bigger space, will get placed on here. We are going to be cutting that bottom part off the table. We're not there yet. There's still things to be done to this table. And these casters that were on the other table are going to be put under there so I can roll this around. And this was the back of the table, which was against the wall. We didn't really pay too much attention to it. If you're wondering why this was left over, it was because this used to be in my kitchen. It was my little coffee bar. And we had this open because we had a little mini fridge in there. We needed the back to be open for it to ventilate and to be plugged in. And then we had covered to one side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy more of this type of like beadboard, and we're going to put this across here. But like I said, first we're going to trim that, remove this board, you know, and then put the beadboard, and then have a nice finished little counter. That little rolling cart that's in there, that's probably going to stay in there. And what I want to do with this table here, because it does have some shelves, I want to put in like all the tools that I reach for, scissors, you know, floral tapes, things like that, pens, pencils, and then my other tools, which are down there. I have a lot more other tools that I still need to sort out, Okay, so here's what I said I was going to do with these big shelves. I moved them as far out as I could. I realized I had some space, and I didn't want to put them up against the wall because that actually serves a nice little place for me to tuck things in there. And I was able to leave some stuff tucked in over there as well. These boxes were already in there. I didn't move those. I just moved more boxes in there. I actually want to go get more either shoebox type of boxes like that, or like these bin type of boxes, or maybe something decorative like that, because I want to store some other stuff and I kind of want to put it in here. And all that decorative stuff that's up there is going to go, but I'm going to leave it there for now. I've just hung some stuff that was already hanging on the wall. Just moved it. This wall over here, I said I was going to move this bit here, which I had it over there. And this one here, I had it inside of the closet. And I was going to take it to my closet, but I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put it back out here because it actually works as a great place for my sewing machine, which is where I had all this here originally when I first moved into this room. That's how I had set it up. Now, this thing over here, I need to take everything out of there. And that's why I said I need to get some more storage boxes to put up here, because this has glitters, some homecoming mom stuff, some little scrapbook papers, some of the stuff. The scrapbook papers that don't fit on my little scrapbook cart are in there. I don't know what other knickknacks are in there. There's probably like staplers. I mean, not staplers. Yeah, staplers and staples. You know, like little office stuff. Rubber bands and things like that. So I want to sort that out into separate little boxes. Somehow fit them up here or in here if I have to move things around. Anyway, so yeah, this got moved over here. My sewing machine is working great there. This wall over here, I had the clock and some other stuff. I took it down because this few little items are really not going to stay there. They're okay there for now. What I want to create is I want to create a little corner here, or let's say if I just finished doing this craft and I want to take a picture of it, I want to be able to put it there and take a picture of it. But I think I'm going to get one of those science boards that open up and use it as a backdrop, so that, you know, if I have to hide the wire in the window, maybe some stuff over here in case it's something bigger, I want to be able to fold it out, put it behind there, put the item on there and take a picture in that corner. I really wanted a space where I could put something to take a picture, or hang a wreath and take a picture, whatever. Because when I take my pictures of my items, I usually do it on the table, and then I have this in the background of it, and I feel like that kind of takes away from, you know, let's say the item's here, you know, and you see some of the blackboard behind the chair. I usually move it out of the way, but you know, all this is distracting, and you probably can't see the item too well. I've been looking for other places to put things and take a picture, so I think this is going to be my little section where I'm going to photograph things. I moved these gray basket things. These were in, you know, separate like that under the table that we had before. I moved them in there. This little rolling cart that has all my scrapbooking stuff. I was originally going to put it on another wall because I'm going to get rid of, sorry for those of you who get dizzy, I'm going to get rid of this whole thing. I'm just going to throw it away. I just need to sort the stuff that's, well, the stuff that's in there is sorted. It just needs to be put in a separate little containers. That's all my sewing stuff, by the way. And that was a little sewing box that I gave my grandma many, many years ago. She always had her little sewing stuff, and some of the stuff is still in there. And she had some like really old antique stuff that she kept. So all of that's still in there. Anyway, I was going to put that silver one over here, but I felt like, you know what? If it's really well in there and I don't have to access anything over here, I could actually put it over here. But this is a good place to put my batting and my folding table because I don't access any of these boxes. It's a rare occasion that I do. But over here, I do access these two drawers, or I have to access these two drawers. So I can just slide that out, and it's so light to do that. So that's what's in this closet. I took some of the stuff that was hanging on the wall, so it makes it a little bit cleaner. My florals are there. I cannot fix it any better. That's just going to stay like that. A lot of stuff is just going to stay. Anyway, so that's what I've done to the room so far. It is not finished by any means. Like I said, I still have organizing to do. I still need to fix up this table. And my ribbons, that I feel is going to be another story. So this is basically part one of me reorganizing my craft room. I was going to say closet, but that's the ribbons there anyway. Oh, I have this contact paper. It is actually a dry erase. This is what I used on my other table. I like this like metallic aluminum looking top. This is also a contact paper that's on here, by the way. But it's too reflective for me to have my camera here while I'm doing crafts. It would just not, I don't think it's good. So I'm going to redo it. I did think about covering that with this and then just leaving this open. So if my sister-in-law comes and we're doing crafts, she can actually sit here and have a little space for her legs. I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. I'm going to figure that out. See what I do. I think it'll look really pretty with a bead board all the way around. It'll be nice. I even thought maybe like a little fabric skirt. Y'all want to chime in and tell me what you think about that? All right, everyone. This has been the first part of reorganizing my craft room. I hope you've been enjoying it. Hope you watched it. This is my little weekend vlog. I'm going to give myself a big old thumbs up. I hope you too will give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe, please. Hit that notification bell. And that'll let you know I put up my videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And when I put up my little weekend vlog, if I do. And if it's a Saturday or Sunday, it'll let you know. All right, everyone. Make sure you share on your social medias. And as always, enjoy.